It's Monday, 24th of January. Cheers. Um, just a real quick one, I think. Heard from a few folks regarding t-shirts. The last inquiry was from Ireland. I just want to let you know, friends overseas, it may not be worth your effort. Postage overseas will be as much as the t-shirt itself. I sell the t-shirts for $25 plus postage. Postage overseas into Canada is crazy. Postage to Europe or outside of U.S. is going to be probably $24. Keep that in mind. I won't be insulted if you decide not to order the shirt. And as I said to someone else Paul, who inquired about a shirt, I'm not sure of the postage, but I know it's by weight, and it's more than $5. So we'll see. But thanks for your interest. Like I said, I'm not really here trying to sell shit. It's just, that's not what I'm here for. I'd like to share with you, if you're in Syracuse, New York, I would encourage you to, starting from January 29th through April 10th, there's going to be an exhibit at the Everson Museum of Art in Syracuse, New York. It's Charlie Friedman, Soundtracks for the Present Future. This is that exhibit that was here in Omaha last summer, where it's this array of 60 guitars, basses, and mandolins being remotely controlled and played by a MIDI source, a keyboard. I was commissioned to write some pieces for this exhibit, and my music is part of the exhibit that you can see in Syracuse, New York. So if you're up that way, check out the Charlie Friedman Sounds for the Present Future exhibit. You'll be hearing music by me, and it's a wonderful experience. The exhibit itself, the idea of motor guitars that are played remotely by mechanized pick mechanisms. It's really wonderful, and it's very sensorial. When you go to the exhibit, the music, the guitars are surrounded you, suspended by wires from the ceiling. It's wonderful. I'm really jazzed that my music, in this way, is traveling and being heard. So check that out if you are in the area. New York is getting some Dereck Higgins. Frankly, folks, I am enjoying hearing from you all. Something that I knew would happen is happening, and I'm just going to point it out. You take it the way you like. Human behavior is very interesting. It's like we really are lemming-like. One person will do something, and then the other person will do it, will see it, and then do it. It's fascinating to watch children, because this is exactly how we learn behaviors, just watching others. But there's been a spike in people leaving suggestions and links and stuff. And that's just, I may look at them, I may not. I have a methodology for how I like to find stuff. And so don't dogpile me with referrals, okay, and links in the comments. I'll just delete them and get annoyed. With that said, I appreciate 2 links that I got. So see, take this any way you want. Am I being, contrary? No, my name is Dereck, all right? Shit. So New Wave Girl turned me onto a long interview with Ducky Simpson of Black Uhuru, and I've been watching that. The third part is up now. So it's 6 hours of conversation with Ducky. I've watched 4 of it already. That fascinating. The patois is hard to understand in parts, but mostly I do understand it. And his story is fascinating, and again, it's again typical, where the artists sign contracts, don't realize what they're signing, and they don't make any money. Black Uhuru, as he pointed out, it's legendary, historic, the things that they've done as a reggae band. And he says it very clearly. He was not paid 1 cent of royalty from Island Records, much less anybody else. He'd get his per diem, and he'd get his wage, and that's wrong. And that's why I've just, ever since I was a kid, observing the music industry and music, especially the Beatles thing, which was such a fantasy world to me as a kid. But as I would, realistically look at what's going on and learn more about the business, it's like, I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want fake fame. I want the part that changed my life, which is the magic of the music and the people. And that's what I have. My latest album, Future Still, where we're still waiting for a repress. Will I make any money on that? We'll see. But that ain't why I did it, It stands to reason I should make something by the way that we've done this arrangement. We'll see. And that's not why I'm doing shit, okay? It's good to see that some of you other folks who meditate and use mindfulness, thanks for sharing. It's important to take care of ourselves. I've been leaving messages like that on my Facebook page lately. Take care of your mind. Don't go crazy. As I've been saying here, it's real clear to me. I look at the events of the world, and the events of the world are not human-based. There seems to be some very strange agenda, to me, going on about power, which is very inhumane. Like the shit with Russia and Ukraine right now. It just don't make any sense to me. It's like we could change the script any time. We're get ready to go to war for nothing. Like always. People are going to fight and die for no reason. It's disgusting. Last night, for a change, I played music when I went to bed. I don't do that usually anymore for years. But I wanted to check out this Geordie Approach Shields. It's on the Discus music label. Discus has sent me a lot of music over the years, and as I look at it, it's like there's a lot of it I really need to revisit. Okay? Because it's like, excuse me, after a while, there's just so much music, and then because of my collection, a lot of times I just want to play with my collection. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'll be playing records that I've heard, but it's like I want to play it. Look at that cover. It fits. This is very impressionistic. It took quite a while before this settled into any sort of rhythmic continuity. And when that happened, at first it sounded like somebody was kicking over trash cans. And the more I listened to it, then the rhythm, the rhythmic flow started to emerge. This is good. Drums, saxophone, and electronics, and guitar. The Geordie Approach Shields. I'll say it again. Discus Music is a label. If you're looking for music of that takes you somewhere that's not light entertainment, Discus Music is your label. And I do applaud Martin Archer for sticking to the CD format. And he's, you know, he's ahead of the times as well as behind the times in that we've had this resurgence of vinyl. It's been fun. Now, because of so many aspects, the resurgence of vinyl is compromised. You know, it's hard to get orders in, supply chain, and something else that's happening is quality control. People are complaining all over the world about new releases on different, you know, the Radiohead Kid A Amnesiac is a perfect example. I've heard more bad stories about that record than good. I happen to be one of the good stories. I got lucky. Mine plays fine. This Miles Davis that I just got, I'm not taking it back, but the type of anomalous sounds, noise that people are complaining about on records, there's some on here towards the end of one of the sides. I'm not taking it back. So what I'm saying is that as much as I love vinyl, CD, the format, really is suited for deep music listening. And I don't know that I'm going to be buying more CDs this year because I haven't bought a CD forever. I just like to buy records. But I am considering manufacturing CDs this year. I've done it in the past, and if I want to get some more of this music of mine out, which I'm thinking I'd like to make some, like in particular this new stuff of mine, rather than trying to do a deal with the FPE or another label, I might just do it myself on CD so I can get it out this year. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. Okay? Just some thoughts this morning. So yeah, really enjoyed that Black Uhuru, and it was also enlightening. I've had this Black Uhuru album among others for a while, and this is Black Uhuru Now. And I got to hear the story where when I first bought this album, I thought that Don Carlos was a new member. He was actually, this is the original Uhuru. This is the original Black Uhuru. And Ducky Simpson explains the story of how this record came about. This is not one of their good albums. It's not, but I keep it. Did I keep it out? Yes. Bought this quite a while ago. Black Uhuru on Virgin Records. And when I bought it, I didn't know. But this is their second album reissued. I can almost say the name of it, but it was I was really happy to find out that I have this early. This is the early Black Uhuru. What a band. Other music I listened to yesterday, the Italian band Les Orme, and the people who corrected me on Transit Express that they're French, thank you. Thank you. And I was thinking, I'm getting this wrong, that there was a Magma connection, and Magma is French. But this is one of the great Italian progressive rock bands. They started out as pop in the 60s. Don't know the language, but the singing as well as the melodies, bright, wonderful. Contrappunti, I love that album. Release Music Orchestra. Jazz fusion, but not hard. Atmospheric. I think they're German or Swiss. I'm not sure. Release Music Orchestra, Beyond the Limit. Real good stuff. Now this I pulled mainly for Beck's Bolero. I love that track. And almost every other song on this album is the blues with Rod Stewart singing. I went ahead and listened to the whole thing because I like Jeff Beck's playing. And I don't mind the blues, but I don't like to be in a blues mind state. That's the thing I really need people to understand. It's not that I hate the blues, it's the mind state where it takes you. That's not where I want to be. It's not. Okay? And been listening to this. I got all the way through this. Iosonouncane, I am a dog, or whatever it means. This is fantastic. You know, if Americans' attention spans weren't so fucking short because of the way that we have been propagandized, this would go big in America. If people got a chance to fucking hear it. You hear my annoyance? That's what I got to say this morning, people. Plans today? None. No plans today. And that's a good thing sometimes. It's a good thing to be able to be okay with just being in the moment. I was speaking to a woman who I know through the art world in Omaha. And she was having a difficult time the other day. And she was reaching out through social media. Turns out that her therapist wasn't available. And she's freaking out. I just told her, get a hold of your monkey mind. I didn't use the word monkey, but I said, come on, woman, get a hold of your mind. You don't need the therapist. You think you need the therapist. Therapy can be done by the self, and anyone who knows this stuff knows that's true. Look up the actual definition of the word therapy. Calm yourself. Bring yourself back to the moment. Stop. You don't have to latch onto these unhealthy thoughts. It's like we get addicted to certain trains of thought and certain emotional states, and we go there and we jump into it like a pool, but we can get out of it anytime. So that's what I shared with her. Bring it back to the moment. Is there anything about what you're anxious about? Is any of it happening at this very moment? Is something right now bringing you anxiety? She was able to identify the only thing that was bringing her anxiety were these thoughts. I asked her, is there any reason that you have to be thinking these thoughts right now? Well, no. So then stop. What else? What would you like to think about instead? For that time, she was not able to come to the present moment and find anything. So she went back into memories, more pleasant memories. That's what you can do, then do it. But you have the power. Okay, so I'm just going to chill today. Talk to you later.